What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mark from MajorLinks.com, and this is MajorRig, or at least it used to be. You can see right here, this is the computer I actually started off with back in June of 2016. Just built kind of spur of the moment. Of course, I like to call it the little rig that could. As you see here, I'm working with a CX600, I think bronze series. Power supply. Used to have a Core i5 6500 processor and both a R7 250 which was replaced by an RX 480 graphics card, which, as you can see, neither card is in here. It's just left by gaping holes. I forget what motherboard. It's a Gigabyte motherboard. I forget which one, but it just has a shit ton of cables left in there. There's no memory in there. It just kind of completely scrapped. Eventually the R750 is going to be returned in there, but this ultimately will be turned into a streaming PC in favor of, boom, the new MajorRig, aka the Christmas build. Of course, I've had some setbacks due to having a kid, and that's a mistake on my part, deciding to have a kid. Deciding to build a computer as I was preparing to have a kid. So yeah, so there are still some monetary issues going on. There's some concessions I've had to make still, but I feel like this is kind of what I should have done initially. Just wait a little bit. Do it right. So of course, as you can see here, this is the NZXT, and as I've highlighted before, the NZXT H440 black and red case. Utilizing some of my favorite colors. It's actually what the colors of MajorsHouse.com is. I mean, even though there is a Radeon RX 480 in here, it's not because of AMD. Couldn't be furthest from the truth. It's actually because of the fact that red, black, and white. Later on I'll show you that close white. But yeah, it's because of I do like red, black, and white. Those colors on the site. It's my favorite colors, mainly because that's when I saw. That's the first time first colors I ever saw a Lancer, Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, and just fell in love with the colors because it was just because it's my favorite car. So yeah, as you can see here, everything's nice and tight and tidy and clean as opposed to the old system. Of course, again, I moved everything out of here, so the RX 480 was from the old system, and actually underneath this cooling unit here is the i5 6500. Still locked processor, but in the old system there was an Intel fan in there, but I broke it and decided to buy something new. So yeah, I'm using this new Cooler Master. I cannot remember the model off the top of my head. Make sure I put a note of that. Actually, I do need to update my PC part picker list to reflect this new build, and it will actually have the cooler that I used. Of course, again, we've taken a tour of the H440, so we got the fans here and you got the fans back in there as well. Of course, things are in here now. Most notably is the Gigabyte H170 Gaming 3 motherboard. Again, so my old RAM is still in here. I think it's PNY. Again, the stuff is in PC part picker, and this is the RX 480 reference card tuned by XFX. So, yeah, take a look here, and again, so this is not in my office, so again, this is kind of another room in my house. Of course, you've seen power switch, USB, you've seen the back part, but now we can kind of see what's going on in here. With the drive bays, it's a little not so bright in here. Okay, that was take a picture, boo. But of course, you can now see, can I turn on flashlight? Okay, nope, I cannot turn on the flashlight while the recording is going. Yep, so you got the 1 terabyte platter HDD in here. Sooner or later, I'm going to get SSD. That'll probably go up in the front, right below the motherboard. Of course, back of the motherboard, and fan controller, light controller. And of course, you've seen the back here. But of course, now there's a motherboard in here, so you can see kind of the back, the ports of the motherboard. RX 480, and I do love these grill bits here to where I can just easily unscrew them, pop something in, and it's not like these throwaway ones that you normally get on the back of these cheaper cases, which I lose and then ultimately had to buy replacement ones because I lost them and you can't put them back. So yeah, and then there's the power supply, which you can't see. It's Corsair CX750 gold rated, so that's in here. But yeah, so this is the new system. Of course, it's torn apart, and I'm actually going to put it all back in together. Of course, you know, as much as cable management is the thing, yes, still in the back. It's very shitty, but at least in the part that matters, where the tempered glass is, looks all clean. Looks all clean and shiny. So yeah, pretty excited. And yeah, this is it. I'm actually gonna put the case in and show you what it looks like all lit up. All right, and we're back, and looks like the case is all together. Of course, you can see right here the power on button houses the kind of the power and the hard disk read write LED. So that would normally be flashing, but I think the OS is actually loaded, so it's gonna sit there and stay in that solid light state. Oh no, it's blinking just a little bit, not enough to be picked up by the camera, but it's blinking. Oh, there it goes. There we go, got the blink. But of course, it's have the pièce de résistance, and we come down here, and boom, look at that. NZXT is lit up. Of course, you got a little bit of light coming from the motherboard, and there's actually a small light that I've noticed. Or actually, no, it's not a small light. It's actually that switch that I've been seeing when I have the case open when I turn it on. But of course, there's actually something cool that I noticed that was in the back here. There's actually a little power button here that I kind of failed to mention before. And of course, when I hit it, it turns on a light, turns on some LEDs, so it lights up the panel back here, so I can see where I'm plugging things in on the motherboard. Not only just on the motherboard, but also kind of here on the expansion cards as well. And of course, hitting again turns it off, but it also turns off everything here too. So the NZXT light is actually off on here, and it's actually a toggle. So I'm staying back here. So now everything's off. Turn it back on. Turns on the back. Switches that to turn the back off. Turn the NZXT light on, and then that turns on everything before turning it back off again. So yeah, that's what that light controller on the back does, like right back here. See, that switch kind of controls it. So of course I kind of keep it on like setting 2, which turns on NZXT and turns that off, because normally I'm playing in a lit environment where I don't need to see where I'm plugging things in, but I like to have the cool light down here at the bottom. I'm actually supposed to be getting some lighting coming in. Shouts out to Mototashi. He's going to be sending me some stuff here to try to light inside the case, because as you can see, it's super dark and it's totally reflecting me on the glass. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to get some stuff here. Hopefully I'm also going to try to get the i7 6700K put in, so that's going to be pretty cool. It's actually going to help make this thing kind of the best computer that I need. So of course now I've got wife and kid waiting for me, so I'm going to cut this. I'm going to stop it right here. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, this is Mark Summers, Major Links, MajorsHouse.com, showing off the new hotness, MajorRig, the Christmas build. Yep, that's it. Peace out.